Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of Skylanders Vlogging here on the channel. Now today it's going to be a rather exciting compilation because we are looking at literally nothing but Skylanders Hunting. This entire video is going to be filled to the brim, and anything that isn't Skylanders Hunting related will not be in the video. It's simply put as easy to follow as that, mind you. So yes, this is going to be rather exciting. We've even kicked things off with my Skylanders collection behind me of all things. And yes, this is a continuation of course, the Skylanders Vlogging series, despite the fact that the previous episode was entitled The Grand Finale. But that had quotation marks around it with a good reason, because despite it being called The Grand Finale, I am far from ending off this series just yet. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and then get straight in to the compilation at hand, mind you. Ed is really triggered right now.
Yeah, my code is still stuck.
What an annoying code, but either way, next up is CEX as things go. Hopefully they can have some cool Skylanders in there. We love recycling. Sure we do. They mean game recycling, not actual recycling.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Wow, that's a small section, even smaller than before. They have 3 Wave 2 Trackmasters, a Spitfire, those 2 guys, a Wildfire, and an Earth Hammer, which basically means if they got the equivalent of nothing.
So you already have one, right?
Yes. I mean, like, they had an Elite Chop in last week, but clearly that sold out, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, start. Pretty cool, but as for the Skylanders, I can't seem to find them. They don't have any sort of creative section for Skylanders whatsoever, so that's unfortunate, to say the least. Okay guys, I just came out from CEX, and you basically saw right there their entire stock. That's right, their entire Skylander stock was reduced down to 1 starter pack. Okay, I did take a quick stop at CEX to go and check out the Skylanders, but as you can see, they don't have much apart from, you know, the Superchargers PlayStation 3 starter pack, which would have been awesome if it was on PS4. If it was on PS4, I would have jumped straight on that, but unfortunately, it is not. But yeah, there's that. All the more. Okay, check this out here. I've got that cool crystal clear Lightning McQueen from Disney Infinity, and also Skylanders. Ah, where I'll get the Infinity figure, of course. You're getting that one most obviously. But man, they do actually have cool Skylanders, come to think of it. Well, I just gone and found me this awesome Battlecast binder. That's quite a mouthful right there. Okay guys, as you saw from a previous clip, game was a bust except that awesome Battlecast steel case based thing or whatever it was. And I did get that, of course I did, why would I not? But regardless, I'll see you guys at CEX, which is of course the main event here at the Skylanders display over more. Okay guys, as you can see, there are definitely a few Skylanders right here, pretty cool. And they even have my favourite Marvel character, Ant-Man. That's awesome all the more. But basically, you do have Trap Shadow, which is awesome. I'm definitely getting him. Without further ado, let's be moving on to the Skylanders. And as you can see, they have more than what they usually do, but unfortunately not much that I need. It is cool to finally see some awesome senseis at the front and centre though. So they got Pit Boss, Mr. Cat, Tri-Tip, and even Boom Bloom. So that's really cool, as I said about previously. They also do have a few characters over there, but not much of note besides Treadhead, just because Treadhead is an awesome character as such. They do have 2 Nitro Soda Skimmers, which is double doses of disappointment to me because I need regular Soda Skimmer, not Nitro Soda Skimmer. The last time I was at CEX, I picked myself up Buzzwing, so that was off camera unfortunately, but I still think Buzzwing should contribute towards today's haul because I did get him at CEX previously. And it's a vehicle, how does that have a gender all of a sudden? But anyway, what's cool about this is that you can press this button here and it flips out again, and then you can rattle it to make the wings shake and everything. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome vehicle, I'd say. Definitely one of my favourites in terms of its intricate details and design. Oh man, I got a ton of these guys, including a PS3 starter pack, which is pretty cool. But as I always said, I definitely prefer PS4 one at this point. Apart from that though, they definitely have a great selection menu, but nothing I actually need, so that's unfortunate to say the least. As for Skylanders, so they're even worse. Look, they have 5 right here, and that's it. 2 senseis and 3 Trackmasters. You could even be saying to be exact and everything. I've found something. It's a miracle, guys. I've actually found something. It's $4.99 pajamas for 4 to 5-year-olds. It's a bit too small for me, but it's a miracle. I've found something. See, I've found something, and it's real. I could put my hand out and stroke it if I wanted to. Amazing. And they've even got sales and spiral pencil cases. How awesome. Better yet, it's at least a 3 for 2, so we'll see what else we can pick up with this. Nice. I want to first show you Loro's, this charity shop, which once again is particularly well lit thanks to the lack of natural lighting. But basically, what exists in here are Skylanders. Yes, look at how exciting that is. Now, it's kind of disappointing that that one at the back right there isn't in its full packaging, but it's still pretty cool to see Skylanders even from back from SSA. And that Hex has 2 arms, but that other arm looks a little disjointed, you could say. But yeah, there are definitely some interesting characters, which I'm going to pick up, A, when the store opens again, and B, when I actually have money to buy such characters. It turns out all the paired Skylanders were moved right here. Who knew, right? But yeah, unfortunately there ain't anyone of interest because the only non-strap pack characters are either missing an arm, or a head, or their Series 3 Pop Fizz. Which sure, it's a good price, but I'm still not picking that guy up because I own that guy to say the least. Oh, and there's also Headless Black, great. But yeah, everyone apart from this is all strap pack based characters really. Except for Deep Dive Gorgon, I suppose he's pretty cool too. And Nova's always looking awesome. He is a Marvel hero at the end of the day, and Marvel heroes do look awesome. But again, I'm just going to ignore that and forget that it even exists, because these, my friends, are way better. As for Skylanders, wow, this is the best collection they've had in a long time. So they have some awesome variants in the form of the Easter guys, like Hardboiled Level for Springtime Trick Hack right there. And they also have some really awesome cores and even Trap Masters. Yes, I went all the way to Leicester to get Chalk for 12 quid, and now he's a tenner here. Never mind, I suppose. But yes, I am glad that they have a good selection here. Ooh, they even have legendaries back there, which I didn't notice at first, so that's even sweeter than what I initially thought. I'm going to go to Loro's. I'm going to see if they have some Skylanders that I want to pick up. Wait, 1 minute. Ah, oh, shoot, they aren't there anymore. I'll still check inside the store anyway, but yeah, that's a bummer. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm currently leaving the store right now, and I felt like it wasn't really right to film in there, so instead that's why you have the photo displaying what I could find in there to my left right now, although on the video it's probably going to appear to right, because I'm pretty sure that's how selfie videos work. But anyways, so yes, from there I could have picked up the puzzle, but I'm not going to go Jap 28 on you, and I'm not going to do that because I don't really have the storage capacity to take it home with me. So instead, I picked up Spyro's Adventure for the PS3 because I never actually owned this previously. Now, it's a shame that they didn't have Glow in the Dark Cinder still, but with this alone, I will take that because this is a great game, and I can't wait to play it on my PlayStation 3 as well as all the other consoles I've beat it on. You guys have just found even more Skylanders on the marketplace, and they have some cool ones in here, like Hothead in particular. He's pretty awesome, as is Popcorn. And if that one was glow in the dark, I'd have my hand straight on this one, but unfortunately it is not so. And unfortunately, as always, there's nothing I need, but it's very hard for me to get things I need these days. But still, this is one of the cooler collections we've seen so far, and there's a Series 1 Hex here. What's the chances that his arm is off? That's a chance. In classic Ignite the Fire style, I missed a box. Luckily though, I didn't really miss much because they have mostly the same stuff as the original one, including broken sprockets apparently. If that was in the box, brand new, I'd get my hand straight on that because that would be counted as a missed package. But the main reason why this box caught my eye is because it has Series 1 Igniter. That guy catches my eye every single time. And what is cool about this is that they have original Series 1 Voodoos, which is very cool. It's been a while since I've seen him around. Actual find of the video was found in Swap and Save, and you can actually see the picture of what I found above to where it was one of those 8 packs of Creation Crystal thingy of Bob. So I suppose that's pretty cool, but it's way out of my price range to say the least. Here we go, Luna, I found Imagineers. Although I bought the starter pack for the exact same price, so that's like the only thing here that isn't dirt cheap. And it's mostly comic book based, so that much I do like about it. So Luke, when am I supposed to be getting Persona 5 again? No idea. They've not got much when it comes to the Skylanders, in fact even less than what they had the last time I came in. The fact that they can reduce to a gear shift, a funny bone, a thumb pack, and a high volt, but hey, it's still something, right? Which is about time to put my Hunter's Gun something. Oh yeah, and then they also got those few ones up there like Trailblazer and Magnet Charge and all that. Okay, so this is what Skylanders Hunting has been reduced to, finding dark snapshots on the cover of Game On magazines. Amazing that. Like, honestly, the fact that I found a dark snapshot on the cover of something is, like, just an amazing find for Skylanders' sake. Oh, and there's also a watch buckle on there. Cool. Cool indeed. Okay, Luke, I bet you're well disappointed right now. Well, first of all, it's got some fun, of course, but second of all, there is no Skylanders section anymore. How dare they? They took it out again. Right after I found the pre-owned section, they take it out again, and I've looked all around. It is nowhere to be found. Name stop, CEX, why did I say stop like that? Because I can. You think we're going to get anything here, dude? Well, they have Skylanders, which is the best starting game had, and a cool collection at that. Yeah, dude, you got plenty of cool stuff. Take that, you and your negativity. But anyway, Luke, they got your favourite character back there, Rob and everything. Check it out. They got Rob. He's here to rob the store, I suppose. But yeah, apart from Luke's favourite character. Fine, not his favourite, but for one that he loves spamming, mind you, he attacks for. But apart from Rob and for Skylanders, there's nothing else of interest, so yeah. We did also check out that Laura's charity shop right there, and you can see the image of the Skylanders I have left at the top left, as I always do. But okay, so Flint, what's funny about this guy right here is that I went all the way to Leicester to get him, and then 1 week later he showed up in the store locally, so that's hilarious. I started with no shortcuts, and now I could get 3 shortcuts. And then there's also Hammerslime Bowers, who's actually awesome, but apart from that, they got nothing but Amiibo and a lot of Infinity as well. Okay, Lucas, time to put up a hunt in Skylanders Hunting. You think we're going to find anything? Of course we're not going to find anything. I'm kind of used to that point right now. I've accepted that point by now. Okay, if I see the Cursed Tiki Temple, I am robbing you, straight up. Well, lucky for you, Luke, there is no Cursed Tiki Temple, so I'm not robbing you. They've basically got the same as last time I came in, so that's quite unfortunate to say the least. So Luke's just looking at the phones right now with his favourite song in the background.
I love that watch.
That's a pretty good looking watch, but yeah, that's one thing I did sneak upon whilst being here, is the Skylanders Trap Team store pack with PS3. Nice interesting bonus, I suppose. So Luke, this is actually hilarious. So basically, if they got this in pre-owned, guess how much I paid for this online?
No one.
I paid 15 quid for it online, and look at how much it is here. Ports included and everything. That actually hurts.
99.
I know, I could have saved 14 quid, and even better yet, it's local, so I wouldn't need to pay shipping, and the shipping was 3 quid. If only you guys could see my face right now. No. What kind of return video would this be if I didn't showcase the gloriousness that is the shelf right here? So we were kind of getting small snippets of this earlier, but I never actually got the full thing in frame, so you guys can see right here. And I just wanted to show it off for the sake of, well, basically the newcomer, who I am very hyped about, as we all know already, because the Robo back there is awesome. I can't even what's the focus on him, that is. There you go. You see, camera, was that really so difficult? But anyway, the main question of the matter, no doubt, is what is doubt? Well, basically, first of all, nothing for jokes, and second of all, the coolest thing about this is that it's luminescent, so the picture changes depending on the angle, which I think is, well, awesome, really. You can kind of see that most of the trigger happy. But yeah, as you can see, it's from Spice Adventure, it has the original missionaries on it, and of course the logo of the game. And I actually got that from my local charity store, Loro's, and it just goes to show that there are Skylanders items out there, which is fantastic. It was an amazing find, especially only £2.50. So yeah, that now sits on the glorious shelf of gloriousness, one would say. Oh my gosh, I actually found a countdown poster in this awesome, cute little ride thing. That is amazing. Absolute classic. So we just returned to game. I just thought I'd show you a photo right there of just how many different Skylanders copies they had, because one thing I didn't mention about it last time we was here is that they have tons of giants for whatever reason. Tons of it. Same old. Wait, what? Actually, they got some new stuff in. That's actually pretty awesome. They've even got a hard-boiled flare wolf hiding at the back right there. But yeah, as you can tell, it's very Truckmaster eccentric right here, but it's a cool collection all the same. It's the nicest one I've seen in a while, at least. Okay guys, it's actually a miracle. I've managed to find Skylanders in the store that isn't CEX, so yeah, I just thought I'd check through the window right here and look at what I found. They do have some cool characters in there actually, like they have a Flip Wreck back there, Igniter, which is by far the coolest one obviously, Frightful Fiesta, so on and so forth, even a Lyco Wormtrail back there. Now of course, there aren't anything there that I need, that's quite obvious considering how many I have, but it's still cool to finally find something somewhere for once, and this is right outside Exchange, buddy! So Mankind has quite a few aisles dedicated to video game and TV merchandise basically, and so the aisle we're looking at right now is the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot based one. So as you can see, they have several Spyro and Crash Bandicoot pops, but they also have Pac-Man based stuff down here, you know, all of the video game tie-in things which really help tie into Smash today's theme, mind you. As it would turn out, the Piranha Plant thing was actually a puppet. Looks pretty cool if you were to ask me. Here we've stumbled upon my favourite part of the store, and that's because there's several different really detailed figurines here of Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Better yet, I did find myself Skylanders Imaginations on Wii U, so I suppose that's pretty cool, but unfortunately people can't take good care of the boxes. So I did find this book as well featuring more Pokemon, but even more exciting about it is the fact that Skylanders are on the cover. This is going to be our last stop before we meet up with Luke. Hopefully we can find something cool in here as well. Already have a few Imaginators, but by far the coolest one is Pinata, even if he is a bit overpriced. I found Skylanders Imaginators again, guys, but this time it's on PS4. Okay, so this CEX here actually has a really awesome selection. Some fairly rare characters like Nitro Magna Charge hiding behind the Wii remote right now. But yeah, they definitely have some of my favourite characters too, like Wildfire and Wallop, but by far the most interesting part of the collection here is Scratch brought it back there, mostly because I know a lot of you are missing that character, so I just want to rub it into you guys that I've actually managed to find some Skylanders for once, which is glorious. It's mostly Swap Force based though, with a bit of Trap Team in the middle there, but hey, they are the biggest collection, so I don't blame CX for having most of those characters, mind you. Okay, we just decided to make a random stop in the store one below, and look at what I found! Actual packs for Shipwreck Islands, which are literally only £1. So I came in here for junk food like Oreos, and I found something way better. That is flipping awesome. But I believe the Skylanders right down here, they are indeed, and the selection is not as good as last time, unfortunately, but they still got the same number of figures, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and everything. But Camera was a cool find. I know a lot of people love that character. So yeah, it's not bad. At least they actually have a display this time. I lied, turns out they have Trap Team on PS4, but I have that already, so I'm not too interested, to be honest. Once again, here's Skylanders. Oh, hi. Person I've never seen before. How you doing? Hello. But they did have an Spyro still, so didn't manage to pick up this Spyro notebook. So what I need to do now is cross over the road towards the CEX right over there, because I have found it. Once I got inside the CEX itself, I noticed that their display was a little bit scattered, so you had like Skylanders Superchargers on Wii back there, along with Ambush and all sorts of characters, even Kingpin all over the place. So standing outside the CEX, I can kind of tell that they have a Skylanders display already, so I'm going to go inside and check it out in much more close detail. I'm so glad that they actually have a display for once. At least I found a CEX with a display for once, I should say. Not quite the one I'm looking for the regular one and not the power blue one, so it's quite unfortunate that they don't have that, but they do have some traps up there. Interesting how they display them, and of course the minis and the 2 Star Pack senseis, and the Xbox One version of the game as well, so pretty cool to actually have seen something on display for once. They have a really nice display of all the senseis they have down here, you know, Chopscotch, Dr. Neocortex, just so many awesome senseis in view right here, and of course a blast zone hiding behind the Skylanders sign right here with Chopper next to it. It's just a cool display all the same, and I appreciate it. So it turns out there's more Skylanders back there, several Trigger Happys, so I'm hoping they have a Trigger Happy I want in specific. There's actually a shopping centre right next to the CEX, so I'm going to check that out quickly, but as you can tell, I successfully even managed to pick up a double-dare Trigger Happy, so that is freaking epic. You would think after how many CXs I've been in this video, I would be tired of them by now, but you'd be wrong, because we're going into another one. And wow, do they have a good selection on this time. They obviously stocked it up from the previous times I've visited. So it's just cool to see all the Skylanders and all their glorious glory on the bottom shelf right here. The only unfortunate thing about it is that I'm currently having to kneel to record this, but apart from that, it's pretty great. You guys have already seen it. There are several Skylanders down there. Turns out there is a few I missed though, because there's 4 hiding right behind the Xbox controller right there. Pretty cool. There are all Swap Force ones as well. That's also awesome. Swap Force is basically awesome. But now comes the section which I'm sure us Skylanders fans are going to be much more interested by. Starting off, of course, with the Spyro controller holder and a deluxe Crash Bandicoot figurine alongside some mugs and several other awesome Crash Bandicoot stuff like figurines and even a plush over there, which I'm about to check out, mind you. And it's not just for Crash either, it's also for Best Bandicoot, Coco back there, and Dr. Neo Cortex. CX is right up there, so I'm gonna go check it out. Can't you see him yet? Let me take it a little closer. Go a little closer than that. Okay, now we're real close. They got a flip brick on display down there for $3.50, but really when it comes to the display, that's about it. They do have a few behind the till, but those can only really get a photo of, as you can see, to the top left right now. But here, what matters most is that I did actually find my Gold Rush in off its glorious glory. I mean, like, look at that cool palette, it's so great. Of course. Oh, we're also seeing a movie today in IMAX, more specifically, but which one is it, bruh? He basically said Joker. Another Smash character, of course, this guy's better, but still. They actually have quite a few figures on display. This is cool, huh? An OG Terabyte, not one from Trap Team. They even have an I can remember back when we did a theme video around him, and a Choppy Mage. How fitting. I can't believe I almost got to check out CEX, dude. Let's go. Yes. I'm just very forgetful today, apparently. I've got loads of PS4 games, which is always awesome. But what's more even awesome than that is this section right here. I can't believe this, Luke. The extent to which they had Skylanders in there was a Mr. Cat and a Crash Bandicoot of all things. Anyways, dude, this... You say it's cool, it's not really that cool, it's not a great game that, at least not the best Skylanders one, but it surprises me how expensive that is. I mean, I know it's on the Switch, but it's also Skylanders Imaginators crying out loud. It's 50 quid for that. You still got that? Nice. I'll buy it. Nice. You see what I mean? A classic, you can't help yourself but buy it, really. What a pose, my friend. Thumbnail! I'm not actually gonna make that for thumbnail, but no one would click it. Luke, I found the rare Spyro Chase variant. Found something, I mean, like, this is about as close to Skylanders as I was gonna get, so I'm gonna have to take it. Found the rare Spyro shirt as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed over an hour of Skylanders Hunting right there. What I really like about the compilation is that it shows the evolution of Skylanders Hunting as we went along. So, of course, when I first started back in February 2017 there was a lot more around than there was nowadays, including actual Skylanders Imaginators sections with brand new figures lined all along them. So I do miss the glory days of Skylanders Hunting, mind you, a word that I've used a lot, glory. But speaking of glory, I'm not going to end off the video just here. This is just me saying my personal goodbyes live in studio. That's right, this wardrobe here is my studio. But as I digress, that's my favourite phrase. I'm going to end off with a lingering note, you could say, and that's going to be from a little closer trip I conducted whilst I checked out Lincoln with my friend Luke during November of 2018 of all things. So this is quite an old clip, but it's the newest one in this video, so I sure hope you guys enjoy this one final Skylanders hunt of the compilation right here. And goodbye, I'll see you tomorrow for another Skylanders video, and until it arises, peace! Okay, this place might be great for Amiibo, but it also has a Skylanders display up, so that's fan-freaking-tastic. Look at that.